In polls that followed the Republican National Convention, President Trump's job approval among black voters, 24%, a 9% jump from before the convention. Our next guest was a speaker at that convention, at the Republican National Convention. He's also been courageous and outspoken, calling out the Marxist group Black Lives Matter and others, and also voicing loudly his support for President Trump. Joining us now is Herschel Walker, former NFL player, Hall of Famer, a Heisman Trophy winner, and great American. Herschel, it is great to see you, and thanks for being with us. I wanted you to join us tonight to talk about what we are watching in this country on the issue of race. That was supposed to be a topic last night in the debate. It got kind of lost, and I think that's a shame. You have taken on this issue. I've never seen you be so outspoken and courageously so. I want to commend you, and I want to ask you to share your reasons for getting involved now, if you would.
Well, the reason I'm getting involved right now is I love America, and also I'm a Christian. I love the Lord Jesus Christ, and what I see going on, there's no doubt. I've told many people I think there is equality that we have to get straight, but I think when people start calling the President of the United States a racist, a man that I've known for 37 years, I'm going to get involved. I'm going to get involved and say he's not a racist. You know, last night I've heard that term. You know, I heard a term, but they asked him to denounce what they call the Proud Boys, and I said, you know, that was a strange thing to ask because I've seen him denounce that many times, and I'm not sure why he had to denounce it again and again, but I can tell you right now, Donald Trump is not a racist, and I think that's what people need to know and judge him on the things that he's done, not what people tell you he's done, but this man has done a lot of things.
You know, I was taken, and I'd like to get your impression in that debate. The president a couple of times looked at Biden as he was making a scurrilous insult of one kind or another, and didn't respond to it. The president maintained his cool throughout that debate. I thought at various points, certainly I would have been more than a little upset by what Biden was saying. He handled it well. But it's almost as though Biden does not want to acknowledge at all the achievements of this president, wants to ignore entirely his record. I understand that that might be politically beneficial to him, but it's also just ignorant as it can be to treat the American people who are going to vote on November 3rd that way, don't you think?
Well, I do think that, and that's the reason I got involved as well. This president should be given the credit for what he's done for America, which is a lot. I think one of the biggest problems the Democratic Party has, they've nominated a guy that has 47 years in office, and yet can you name me two things that he's done for America? And most of all, name me one thing he's done for African America. Name me one thing he's done for Hispanic America. Well, I can name you two or three that Donald Trump has done for African American. I can name you a bunch that he's done for American. And I'm not taking anything away from Vice President Biden. I think he's a great man. I think he's a wonderful man. But being in office, when you were on the vice president of a black president, the most powerful man in the world, but yet a lot of the things Donald Trump has done for African American, they could have done. They didn't do it. And yet I wanted the president last night to tell the people the things that he's done that no one wants to acknowledge. And I hate to use this term, but you know what trumps everything? This president here is nominated for 3 Nobel Peace Prize. Do you know what that is? And from 3 different countries. Well, what's interesting about that, these 3 countries don't have a dog in this fight right here. They don't have a dog in this fight. And they've nominated him for 3 that no one has acknowledged yet. And I said, guys, that's what trumps everything right there. And then let's go back to this president. This president has been fighting ever since he got into office. Ever since he got into office, he's been fighting. But he's not just been fighting for himself. He's fighting for his family. He's fighting for America. And he's still accomplishing a lot of great things. So that's the reason I'm going to fight with him. I'm going to fight with him because I know he loves America. And, and people asked me a question today. They said, Herschel, tell me something good that Biden did. And I said, he's done a lot of great things. I don't know of one, but last night I was very touched when he said something about his son, that his son had a problem and he's overcoming that problem. I was very touched by it because I understand that. But I also understand that there was a problem when there's a money that was at change. But when you start talking about the Trump kids, I know those kids. And I take offense to that because those kids work extremely hard, and I will protect them because they've never asked for anything from anyone. They've gotten out, they've worked, they went to school, they worked extremely hard. So when you say something about that, I'm going to defend them. I know the work ethics that they have, and they bust their tail for it, so I'm going to defend them on that.
Well, good for you, Herschel. And we're out of time, but I'd like you to come back as soon as you can work us into your schedule. Enjoy talking with you, and I respect mightily what you're doing to defend the country. We appreciate it.